Section 21, Miscellaneous, Customs, Days, Domestic Life, and Various. This is a LibriVox recording. All LibriVox recordings are in the public domain. For more information or to volunteer, please visit LibriVox.org. Recording by Kelly Robinson, Birmingham, Alabama. Current Superstitions by Fanny Bergen. Chapter 19, Miscellaneous, Customs, Days, Domestic Life, and Various. Number 1402 through 1475. Customs. Halloween cabbages are pulled and thrown against the owner's door as a reminder of his laziness. Southern Pennsylvania and Ohio. Shelled corn is thrown at everyone, the significance not known. Southern Pennsylvania. If a man is insulted and means to be revenged, he will bare his arm and cut a cross in it with his knife, called a vengeance mark. Mountains of North Carolina. If you wash your face in dew before sunrise on May Day, you will become very beautiful. Alabama. Dry spots where there is no dew are called fairy rings. Salem, Massachusetts. Run round a fairy ring twice on Easter Sunday morning, and fairies will arise and follow you. Salem, Massachusetts. The looking glass is often turned with the face to the wall or taken out of the room during a thunderstorm because quicksilver is so bad to draw the lightning. Bathurst, New Brunswick. You are said to take the manners if you take the last of any kind of food from a plate. New England. Manners dish is the dish put on for show and not expected to be eaten. Northern Ohio. Homeopathic pills must be taken in odd numbers. New England. When a meteor is seen, Catholics often say, "A soul is ascending into heaven." A present of a knife or any pointed instrument cuts friendship. Always sell it for a penny. A present of pins breaks friendship. General in the United States. There was a superstition among old people who had never been much abroad, in the town where I was born, Stratham, New Hampshire, that if they were photographed they were likely to die soon after, and many rather objected on that account. Stratham, New Hampshire. After sneezing, it is customary to say, "God bless you." General in the United States. A bit of steel, such as a needle, protects one from witches. Brookline, Massachusetts. A thief may be detected by a key turning in the Bible to Psalm 1, 18 through 21, when the name of the guilty person is mentioned. Labrador. Days. What you do on your birthday, you will do all the year. Salem, Massachusetts. On cutting the fingernails. Cut them on Monday, cut them for news. Cut them on Tuesday, a pair of new shoes. Cut them on Wednesday, cut them for health. Cut them on Thursday, cut them for wealth. Cut them on Friday, cut them for sorrow. Cut them on Saturday, see your sweetheart tomorrow. Cut them on Sunday, cut them for evil. All the whole week you'll be ruled by the devil. Baldwinsville, New York. If you wear a garment for the first time on Saturday, you will have another one before it is worn out. Bedford, Massachusetts. Study on Sunday, forget it through the week. Nashua, New Hampshire. If, of your own accord, you leave home for Sunday visiting, you will be forced to leave for 2 Sundays following. Labrador. Get a letter on Monday, and you'll get 6 during that week. New York, New York. If you break anything on Monday, you will break something every day in the week. Somerville, Massachusetts. If you break anything Sunday, you will continue to do so every day of the week, or as you commence Sunday, so you will go through the week. Eastern Massachusetts. If you begin anything Saturday, it must be finished that day or it will not get finished. Boston, Massachusetts. Sneeze on Monday, sneeze for a letter. Sneeze on Tuesday, sneeze for something better. Sneeze on Wednesday, sneeze for news. Sneeze on Thursday, sneeze for a new pair of shoes. Sneeze on Friday, sneeze for sorrow. Sneeze on Saturday, see him tomorrow. Niagara Falls, Ontario. Sneeze on Monday, sneeze for danger. Sneeze on Tuesday, kiss a stranger. Sneeze on Wednesday, receive a letter. Sneeze on Thursday, something better. Sneeze on Friday, sneeze for sorrow. Sneeze on Saturday, see your true love tomorrow. Sneeze on Sunday, your safety seek, or the devil will have you the rest of the week. Crown Point, New York. Sneeze before 12 and 1, and you will hear news. Brighton, Massachusetts. Sneeze at the table. There will be one more or one less at the next meal. Alabama. Sneeze before your breakfast. See your beau before the day is past. Brighton, Massachusetts. If you sneeze once, a girl is thinking of you. Twice, she is wishing for you. Thrice, it is a sign of a cold. Alabama. Sneeze before 7, sneeze before 11. Boston, Massachusetts. What you sow on Sunday, you'll take out on Monday. What you sow on Sunday, you'll rip out in heaven. Massachusetts. Never cut your toenails Sunday, or you will do something to be ashamed of before the week is out. Granville, Massachusetts. Cut your nails Monday morning without speaking, and you will get a present before the week is out. Some have it without thinking of a red fox's tail instead of without speaking. Westport, Massachusetts. Domestic life. It is supposed that a broom placed behind the door will keep off witches. Brunswick, New York. To burn the stub of a broom or break a sugar bowl means a quarrel. Westport, Massachusetts. A spark seen on a candle or lamp when the light is extinguished means the receipt of a letter. St. John, New Brunswick, and Salem, Massachusetts. Wet the finger and touch the letter on the candle. If it comes off on the finger, it means a letter for you. Maine. The letter in the candle will face the one for whom the letter is to be. If the little snuff bud is bright, it means a letter. Northern Ohio. If the candle is sooty or shows a spark in the wick on blowing out, it is a sign that a letter is on its way. If chairs become entangled, legs interlaced, etc., it means a quarrel. Bathurst, New Brunswick. If you choke, food gets in the windpipe, it means someone has told lies about you. Cape Breton. It is a sign of good old-fashioned economy to use up a dishcloth until it can be put into your mouth. Massachusetts. If a door opens of itself, it is supposed to indicate the presence of a spirit, usually one of the family. Massachusetts. It is unlucky to name a child after a dead child of the family. Newfoundland. If you begin keeping house with many in the family, it is a sign that you will always have a large family or houseful. Ohio. If a wood fire snaps and sparkles, each time it does indicates the receipt of a letter. Peabody, Massachusetts. One of the Negro superstitions was that when the fire burned with a blue flame, it was the devil seeking to speak to them. A handful of salt would make him go away. Alabama. Sweep the floor after dark, you'll see sickness before morning. If while eating you drop food on the floor, it is a sign that someone is telling lies about you. Cape Breton. Food dropped on the floor by one signifies that someone grudges you it. Common in the United States. Do not change your place at table. It is very unlucky. New York, New York. If you keep changing your furniture to different places, you'll be poor. Massachusetts. Not drinking the whole contents of a glass or cup means disappointment. Westport, Massachusetts. If sooty bubbles form and blacken on the wick in a lamp burning whale oil, each bubble indicates the receipt of a letter. Peabody, Massachusetts. When sparks are seen on the bottom of the tea kettle, it is a sign that folks are going home from meeting. New Hampshire and Boxford, Massachusetts. Sparks flying from a fire mean letters. The number of the sparks is the number of the letters. Boston, Massachusetts. If a spark or sparks jump out of the fire and hit you or come towards you, it is a sign someone has a spite or grudge against you. Bathurst, New Brunswick. 2 spoons given to one person denotes that that person will have 2 homes before the year is out. Chestertown, Maryland. The tea kettle suddenly singing means news. Patten, Maine. Various. A stratum of warm air indicates the presence of the devil. Boston, Massachusetts. Irish. If, when a newly married couple go to housekeeping, she slyly takes her mother's dishcloth or dishwiper, she will never be homesick. Old Mrs. So-and-so told me that she believed that was the reason she was not homesick when they moved from Pennsylvania to Ohio. Ohio. To have a sharp knife is a sign of a lazy man. Central Maine. Passing anything through a ladder is a sign of a long passage. Conception Bay, Newfoundland. If a ship has a starboard list, it is a sign of a quick passage. If a port list, it is a sign of a long passage. Conception Bay and New Harbor, Newfoundland. Write the date of the first snowstorm, and you'll gain a bet before the winter is through. Massachusetts. To ascertain a girl's age, pull a hair from her head, hang a finger ring from this inside a tumbler or goblet, and it will strike the number of years. Boston, Massachusetts. Throw a strand of your hair in the fire. If it blazes, you will live long and happily. If not, you will die soon. Alabama. If a tree falls to the right while you are looking at it, you are going on a long trip before the end of the year, and you will have some unexpected piece of good luck. Alabama. A person born on Halloween is said to be possessed of evil spirits. Alabama. Place a broom across the door, and if any of your departed friends wish to speak to you, they are free to come and go at will while the broom remains there. Alabama. If a person who raises fowls is bothered with hawks, he may prevent the trouble by throwing a handful of rocks into the fire while it is burning brightly. Alabama. End of 21. End of Current Superstitions by Fanny, Dickerson, Bergen.